Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand all the latest cues from the stock markets, the way the trade is panning out today in terms of the sectoral moves, the buzzing stocks, the benchmark indices, and how our experts really analyzing the current moves in the markets and the strategies that they're recommending to investors as to where the maximum profits can be generated. All of that will follow up, but first up, a quick check on how the markets are doing at this point in terms of the Nifty and the Sensex moves. When you look at these benchmarks, you can see a sharp move on the upside today after that decline that we had seen yesterday. There's a bounce back in the markets, 0.7% uptick for the Nifty 50, about 127 points up in trade, 17,898. That's the current level it is moving in up with. Also, when you talk about the Sensex, there's even a higher tick, over 500 points of a gain, near to the day's high level is what you're seeing the Sensex really trading at 60,939 odd levels. The broader markets are, however, still sulking. If you see, they are not participating in this overall benchmark move. Still a cut of about 0.3-0.4% odd on the mid cap and the small cap 100 indices. Now, when we also see the other sectoral moves, it's a mixed trend that you can spot today, with largely the screen pointing at green rather than red. So you are able to see strong moves coming in on the IT pack. That's up by over 1.5%. FMCG stocks are gaining ground, 1% uptick for that one as well. Slight gains for the banks, for autos, financial services and the private banks. What's sulking today? The realty pack continues to be in the falling lane. Again, 2% down in trade today, 0.5% decline for the media stocks. Metals are losing some sheen bit as well, and the PSU banks are sulking in today's trading action. When we talk about the market breadth, 30 advances to 20 declines when we talk about the Nifty 50 stocks today. In terms of the gainers, you do have some of those IT majors like HCL Technologies and also, Tech Mahindra, for example, up in the green. But also some of these FMCG makers like ITC up, UPL also from the power space is up right there. And Reliance Industries, the big heavyweight that is supporting the market move on the upside today. 2% uptick for that one. 2369 the current levels for Reliance Industries in today's trading session. What's again down in trade is again the Adani group of stocks that are falling again. And this would be the fourth trading session when they would be seeing this kind of a fall. Adani Enterprises down by 4% right ahead of its earnings. Apart from this, you have NTPC, Power Grid, the power majors that are declining in trade, SBI Life, Apollo Hospital, some of the other laggards at this point in time. Of course, a lot of other stocks that are reacting to their Q3 numbers, and we will take them up one by one as well. Pharma major, Sun Pharma down, Grasim is down, SBI is also down by 0.5%. But time now to welcome our guest for the day. Rajesh Palviya joins in from Axis Securities. He's the head of technicals and derivatives. Welcome, Rajesh, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Well, first up, I want to actually take your view. You know, it's been very hard to predict the market these days. It's been almost, 7-8 weeks when we have been stuck in a broad range. How would you be really looking at the market move? I mean, we've seen the biggest of the biggest triggers that we were awaiting in the month of December without any Santa rally, in hopes of that perhaps a pre-budget rally will take us higher. The budget announcements were largely good, but again, the Adani group of news developments hogged the limelight and we were not able to move ahead. RBI, we've got the news flows from there. Fed also, we've seen all of that past. But, what is the fresh trigger for the market and what do you see the markets trading at going forward from here?
Good afternoon, Sakshi. Yeah. So market is very lackluster since last 2-3 months. We are seeing that market is hovering in the same range like 17,500 to 18,100. This is the broad range which we are witnessing in the market, and market is not going anywhere. Someday some banking stocks are giving support, someday IT stocks, someday Reliance or some other stocks are giving support to the index. But if we look at the overall setup for the market is still stuck in the range only. If we look at very near-term setup or very short period of time, yes, in today's session again, market has given a breakout above 17,850 level. So that is very important market to stay in the some more on the buying side. So if he continues to hold above 17,850, then possibly some short covering action can be seen in the market, and further upside towards 18,100 can be there in the market in coming trading sessions. So as of now, setup is looking bullish for near-term trend. One can buy and hold the position with stop loss of 17,750, which is the immediate support area for the Nifty. As we look at the call put concentration also, call writers have started covering their writing position at 17,800, 17,850 strike. So which is a positive sign for the market at the current juncture. Though if we analyze the Feb month as of now, it's a muted kind of activity till.
Hmm.
But in today's session, some ray of hope is there. If we continues to trade above 18, 17,850, then possibly Nifty may attempt to give breakout of this range, which we are seeing since last couple of weeks. So we are bullish at this current juncture. Buy on dip should be the strategy.
Hmm.
17,700 your stop loss. Upside target is 18,000, 18,100. For
Okay.
Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty is stuck as of now. It's a sixth, seventh attempt to plus 41,700, which is very steep resistance for Bank Nifty. And then again, Bank Nifty failed to cross those levels. For Bank Nifty, 41,700 is the key hurdle. If we at all crosses those levels, then possibly we can expect some upcoming action in Bank Nifty also, which can uh, give some positive momentum towards 42,000, 42,300. So as of now,
Right.
still 41,100 is intact. Buy on dip should be the strategy for Bank Nifty also.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
take off for 41,700, there could be short covering rally we can expect in the market.
Okay, understood that. When we talk about some of the pockets, the IT stocks have been showing time and again some bounce on the upside. Even today, the sector is, leading the kind of rally that we're seeing in some of the sectors. It's up by 1.5% odd. That's despite the move that we saw yesterday as well. Earlier the kind of underperformance that we had seen in 2022 was letting most of the investors go very far away from these IT stocks. But is the confidence really returning? And after those cuts that we had seen, are the valuations looking attractive enough to at least start nibbling into the IT stocks now?
So after underperformance of almost for 1 year now, IT stock is showing some bit of recovery. Even if we go with the Nifty IT index, almost it's approaching to its previous swing high of month of November.
Hmm.
So looking at the overall setup for IT index, yes, some positivity is there on the near term as well as on the short term. Nifty is holding above 50-day, 100-day, even 200-day moving average, which is a sign of activity in the IT index also. And some of the large cap IT stocks have also recovered from their recent low. So
Hmm.
looking at the overall setup for IT stocks, yes, we do believe that some more positivity we can see in the IT stocks, and furthermore upside we can expect from here onward. For IT index, we are projecting target of 31,000, in the continuation of this up move. So some of the IT stocks like yes, even Take Mahindra, these all stocks can contribute to this up move. And from mid cap IT space also, some of the stocks like L&T Mindtree, LTTS, Emphasis, these all stocks are also showing some buying interest since last couple of weeks. So we believe this all stocks can contribute to IT index, and we can expect another rally in the IT stock going forward.
Okay, okay, understood that. Let me just focus on a bit of stocks that are buzzing the most in trade today. Let's talk about ITC first. I mean, ITC shares are up, and that's a day ahead of turning ex dividend. The stock is also nearing its record levels as well. Remember, the stock has already zoomed about 17% in the past 1 month, and that's compared to less than a percent kind of a move that we've seen on the Sensex. So it's sharply outperformed the benchmark indices, and that's also after the outperformance that we've seen in the last year of 2022 as well. And that's despite the budgetary moves coming on, the proposed tax hike on the cigarettes as well, which most of the experts believe that it can be easily passed on and will not be a big negative for the stock. But ITC, what is your take? 385 currently, 2.9% of a move. It's on the day's high at this point in time. Do you see further move on the upside? Can this level also be taken in as a fresh buying opportunity?
Surely. So at the time of budget, yes, some profit taking was there in stock, but as if we analyze the overall setup for ITC, it's almost enjoying its all-time high trajectory, and when we have seen a breakout above 300 level, it's continuously holding those breakout on a daily, weekly, monthly time frame. And looking at the move in today's session also, yes, it's giving us sign of furthermore up move we can see in the continuation of this rally. and we are projecting target of 430, 440 for ITC on a positional basis. So yes, it's a buy on dip should be there in this stock. Whenever you get any opportunity, volatile market, you can buy and accumulate this stock. Till stock is holding about 355, 345 level, it's a buy on dip category stock. And this is the one of the stock in large cap space that which is holding the strength, and series of higher top, higher bottom formation is taking place in this stock. So we are bullish. We are projecting target of 430, 440 on the positional basis. One can buy and accumulate this stock. Keep stop loss of 355.
Okay, understood that. What about Nykaa? In the past 3 or 4 trading sessions or 5 trading sessions, we've been discussing the new age tech stocks as a theme, which have shown some kind of a bounce. Some of them reporting better than expected numbers, especially on the operational, performance. Some of them turning positive, like Paytm ahead of its own targets and guidance as well. And some of these stocks have started to move up along with the earnings. Zomato, PB Fintech, Paytm, for example. Delivery did not report good numbers, but then most of the analysts are still positive about the business. Nykaa, for example, is down by almost 4.5%. It has slid about 8% odd in the last 2 odd trading sessions after the December quarter earnings. Any of these stocks that you would want to talk about? How have you analyzed the numbers, if you have, or any of the stocks that is on your radar?
So we have seen some recovery action in all new age companies, and the clear winner is Paytm. Paytm has shown a good bounce from its recent low. And looking at the overall setup for Paytm, we believe that this stock, if it continues to hold above 600, 610 level, then possibly Paytm can have a potential to again scale up further higher towards 700 to 720 zone. So we are bullish on Paytm. One can buy this stock with the stop loss of 610. Upside
Okay.
target projecting around 680 to 700. If we analyze the Nykaa in the recent
Mm.
past, seen some bit of recovery. But again, stock failed to hold its 50-day moving average in last 2 trading sessions. We have seen significant supply pressure at higher level.
Mm.
So, but if the stock not manages to cross above 158, 160 zone, some more supply pressure is likely to be there in the stock. After today's correction, stock is having immediate support area. Possibly, stock will try to find some buying action at around 138 level. If it's hold 138, then yes, some pullback action can be there in the stock. On the higher side, 158, 160 is the key hurdle. If the stock manages to cross those level, then only we can see a substantial recovery in the stock, and then we can expect target of 180 also. But as of now,
Okay.
130 with a stop loss if you are already holding the position on the long side.
Okay, understood that as well. So the stock still down 4.5% or so it's under pressure. The other group that is in under pressure today continues to be the Adani group of companies. In fact, if you see, there are 6 out of the 10 trading sessions that have hit lower circuit even today. Adani Enterprises right ahead of its earning, it's down for the 4th straight session. Adani Ports has given up the early gains to trade lower for the 2nd straight session as well. Adani Green Energy, if you look at that stock also, you will find that it has declined for 10th straight session. Adani Ports, I think, is back into the green right now. Adani Green down by 5% odd. So 10 straight session, has gained only once in the last 16 sessions odd. So that's the one, big, beat that you have seen on one of the group stocks. Adani Wilmar is down for the 3rd straight session. After 3 straight upper circuits of 5%, it's again on the downward trajectory. Adani Transmission in lower circuit for the 4th straight session as well. Power, Adani Power, when we talk about again lower circuit for the 4th straight session, only has gained once in the last 14 sessions. Adani Total Gas has declined for 16 straight session as well. So that's the one that has felt the sharpest blow as far as the Adani Group stocks and the developments right there are concerned. I wanted to ask you, Rajesh, do you track the Adani Group stocks, and ever, in these kind of developing news developments, have you followed any of it? What is the kind of your own company's approach towards the Adani Group stocks as of now?
So Adani Group stocks are most discussed stock in this market since last couple of week. And looking at the cash segment stocks, all cash segment stocks are showing a behavior of either upper circuit or lower circuit. But since last couple of trading session, we are seeing lower circuit for most of the stock, as the after this rebalancing of MSCI index again, all the stocks are witnessing the supply pressure. So there is no as such trading activity is happening, because almost all cash stocks are on the lower circuit. If we analyze this all F&O stocks which are available for Adani Group, that is Adani Port, after a recovery, again, stock is having major hurdle at around 600, 620 level. Most of the call writers have sold call of strike price of 600, 620 zone. So until stock not process 600, 620 level in this a month, stock will remain under pressure only around those level. Again, we will witness supply pressure. On the lower side, 530, 35 is the immediate key support area for the stock. If it continues to hold those levels, some consolidation we can expect in range of 525 to 600. This could be the possible consolidation range from going forward. So as of now for retail, so my advice would be to avoid at this juncture, because still the most of the stocks are moving based on the news flow or whatever development is happening towards this group,
Okay.
because trading is again very difficult. In which direction one should trade, it's very
Hmm.
difficult all on this all these stocks, because this all supply pressure will settle down only based on the news flow. What kind of a news flow comes, whether it's positive or negative.
Hmm.
So one should avoid at this juncture for Adani Group stocks. Let the news flow to settle down at certain point, then only one can take some bet either on the buying side or on the selling side.
Okay, understood that. Well, thank you so much, Rajesh, for being with us on the show and discussing several pockets and stocks that we've discussed on the show today. We'll continue to chat with you on markets going forward sessions as well. Many thanks for joining in. The markets are inching towards the highest point of the day, 61,000 now crossed on the Sensex, 577 up, 146 points up for the Nifty, 17,917. That's the level at which the Nifty is trading at, about 0.8% of a move on the upside, almost a percent uptick for the Sensex too. So the markets are inching higher. We'll have to keep an eye out on how much higher do we really see, and do they actually break those technical levels that Rajesh were talking about and actually give us that fresh leg of rally that we've been hoping for. We'll keep in watch over all the developments in the world of business news and stock markets, and for that you should also stick with us on Business Today TV. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also stick with us via our other social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Many thanks for tuning in for now.
Well, Mr. Pankaj Mohindru joins us for a quick chat on the UP Investor Summit. Thank you, Mr. Mohindru. Very well speech, articulated speech as usual, a good speaker. I'd like to start by asking you, you mentioned 10,000 crores worth of mobiles exported from India. I'll come to the state